Blessings to you all. I want to create a video because I had an interesting conversation with an entrepreneur yesterday. He's trying to raise capital, trying to invent a new product, and we're talking about scaling. And his partner basically mentioned that he doesn't actually like training because he has a few staff right now. And and I basically was telling the CEO that he's going to have to learn how to like training, and he was just basically saying like that's just not him. And the interesting thing is that just like me, my son's 20 months, but he has a newborn, only a few months old, a young son, and most likely, as any father, he's going to teach his son everything he knows, right? And I use that as an example of like the benefit of teaching and training your subordinates, your employees, because that's what cultivates a bond. And one thing I've kind of discovered not too long ago is that like even with the newborn, they cultivate a relationship with their mother because they know that's, especially if the mother's nursing, they know that's where their food comes from, right? As the old expression, don't bite the hand that feeds you. And over time too, daddy starts feeding the baby, and again, that's where the foundation of the bond begins, because that child now knows, in order for me to be fed, I need to respond to these people, right? And same thing with pets, right? If you want to bring in a new pet into your house, if you think about all the zoos and all the, I forget the roles, but you guys don't know what I'm referring to. They feed the animal, even if it's a lion, tiger, whatever it is. They feed the animal to first establish the foundation of trust, and then secondly, after that, in terms of people, we teach and train. So as that child begins, you teach them how to walk, you teach them how to talk, you teach them the ABCs, etc., etc. And through that whole process, they become loyal to you, and they basically not child of course falls in love with you, but there's a relationship that is built which transfers into loyalty. So the same thing happens in the same process in a corporate setting. Of course, the salary takes care of the essential needs of, I think it's called the Maslow, the hierarchy, needs hierarchy, of food, shelter, etc., all of that. But what keeps people around, sticking with you, is the fact that you, as a founder or CEO, as value to those individuals by teaching them, training them various things. There's scenarios where sometimes individuals may take a pay cut just so they have opportunity to learn. And there's a saying that one of my uncles shared with me a long time ago. It's rules without relationship equal rebellion. In other words, if you don't take the time to teach and train and build relationships with your employees, you're gonna have high turnover, which is gonna, of course, cost a lot of money. But if you take the time to establish the relationship, and one great way to do that is teaching and training, and making it, of course, a enjoyable experience for both parties, that will most likely increase the likelihood of loyalty among your employees. So I just want to add that little tidbit. I just thought that was a great nugget based off my conversation yesterday that I might want to share with any entrepreneurs out there. All right, be blessed.